Hey guys, Mark Lyon here, Lion Horses. I wanted to show you a couple little deals on this rope. So I've got a high line behind me, and we did a couple of little videos on the high line and what it is and how it works and some features on it. And I wanted to show you a little variation of the high line. It's called a picket line. Now the picket line is normally about somewhere between waist and chest high. So they want it kind of, about yay high on the horse, on about chest level on the horse. And you don't want it too high, because then the horse will stick his head underneath there and go underneath it. And you don't want it too low, they'll get a foot caught over it or step over the rope. So either one of those can cause some confusion and a little bit of it'll get western. All right, so you want to kind of be careful with that. And also have your horses where they're kind of used to it. Have them, when you first try this out, have them somewhere where they're supervised. Okay, so now we've got this rope, we stretched it tight, and we'll use this a lot when you're just stopping for lunch. You're going to tie a bunch of horses up, and you don't want to go find a bunch of trees to tie to. So you'll just take a couple trees a little ways apart, tie the rope, stretch it to the other side, and now you got it. So when you're going to tie these horses up to it, you can always just tie a bowline around it or a loop around it, but they're going to slide on that rope, and pretty soon they'll all be crowded over on one side or the other. Or you'll have one of them that's kind of picking on the other ones, and they'll push him over, and it'll get a little bit not so good. They're kind of pushed on each other. So we kind of like to be able to separate them. And so how I do it, or one of my favorite deals to do it, is use a Prusik knot. Now, a Prusik knot is a knot that rock climbers use to climb up a rope, a standing rope. So what we're going to do is we got a little piece of cord here. It's important that this cord is smaller than the rope you're tying it to. Half the diameter is good. So this is like 1/2 inch rope, and so we're going to use a piece of accessory cord here. This is probably a little less than 1/4 inch diameter. It's climbing rope or climbing cord as well, so it's pretty strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to tie a Prusik knot. And how you do that is you tie a girth hitch. So you take this piece and you go through here like that. And if I kind of cinch it down, you'll kind of see that's the knot that a lot of times you'll use on your girth. That's why they call it a girth hitch. Some people will also call it a lark's head. And so there's a couple different names for it depending on what you're using it for. And then I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to go around and go through that knot again, go through that loop again. So now it's like a double girth hitch. Okay, so now you got that, and you kind of dress it up there and get it where it's supposed to be. And now you can slide that rope, or that knot, along that rope. And then once the horse pulls on it a little bit, it'll cinch down on there and lock onto that rope. So now you can separate those horses 3, 4, 5, 6 foot apart, 10 foot apart, depending on whatever you want your spacing to be. Maybe you got a horse and they don't get along with the rest of them, so you can put him on the end, and then you can give him a little wider space, maybe 6, 8 foot, 10 foot, and then you can put the others 2 or 3 foot apart because they get along well. So you can space them out however you want them. But just a cool little knot. And then when you loosen it up, you can slide it again, and then as soon as you pull on it, it locks on there. So that's one knot that I really like when I'm using either a high line or a picket line. That's what I like to how I like to attach it to it there. So anyway, just something I thought you guys might like to see. Here I'm in Montana, and a lot of times in some parts of the country you don't see the picket lines or the high lines very much. They're more for packing and backcountry use, and so it's kind of nice to just kind of distribute that information that these guys are using, and they're really pretty cool. So there's something I kind of wanted to tell you guys about. Remember, we're all trying to be the person our horse deserves, and all the information that we can get and gather and become better horsemen helps us be that person. So hope you guys like it. Catch you guys later.